Mandalorian. Today we are watching the finale with my family here, and they were excited to join us for this finale. They've been watching through the show as well.
Introduce yourselves, family.
Yes. Say who you are.
I'm Hannah.
Kyler.
I'm Kaya.
Kaya is joining us on this YouTube channel for the first time. She's the youngest, clearly.
Little sister.
Little sis. And Kyler and Hannah, if you've been with us for a while, you know them from other finales that we've done.
My brother,
Yes.
his wife.
Yes.
We're all acquainted.
So we have actually gotten them to go through all of the Star Wars stuff leading up to this finale.
It's been a journey.
Super.
It has
Introduced
been
my
a
little
journey.
sister to Star Wars for the first time.
Yep.
It was so
Showed
fun.
her
Yes.
all the things.
We took them through Clone Wars, some of Rebels, all the movies, including Rogue One, and yeah, so it's like, this is a journey, guys, and we're finally here. We're finally at the end of this journey. I'm a little fearful that it will not culminate in like the biggest finale ever.
It's only 42 minutes.
Yeah,
I know,
well,
it's
I guess what I'm
less
saying is
time.
like, you guys spent all this time trying to get caught up. And this is kind of like in the middle of the story of Mando, so it isn't really like a huge finale, you know? But
We're planning on ending it with the movie.
yeah, so Dave Filoni's movie just got announced.
Woo!
Yeah, so Dave Filoni's movie is going to feature all of the storylines coming together, including Ahsoka, this Mando show, Boba Fett. So yeah, you guys watched Boba Fett, right?
Yes.
Okay, so
Boba Fett was awesome.
so let's hear your thoughts on Mando. Well, even just speaking like of this season in particular.
Yes.
I'm so sad that Paz died.
Yes.
He was, aside from Din, he was my favorite Mandalorian.
You know he's voiced by Jon Favreau. Did you know
Really?
that? Yeah. Yeah.
Just like everyone.
Yeah.
But the character doesn't play.
No, I don't think he was the actor.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
But-
don't know his name. I was like,
Okay, so if you guys remember in the Clone Wars, the guy who had the Darksaber first,
Yes, he was Pat.
he was
a
pre
Vizsla.
Vizsla.
Yeah.
He was pre Vizsla.
He was
Yeah.
also voiced by Jon Favreau.
He was also Jon Favreau.
Wow.
Yeah.
Great.
So that's kind of the carryover from that Clone Wars show.
Oh, and the armor. The
The
new
armor?
armor. That was crazy.
Yeah. Wait, what do you mean? Oh,
The new armor that Moff Gideon made. Yeah.
Moff Gideon's
Yeah.
armor.
The red
And those
armor.
frickin' things can cut through.
Yeah.
The purple stuff.
Yeah. The Praetorian Guards. So they're in the sequels. I don't know if you knew that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you saw that.
No great.
Yeah. We've talked at length during every reaction that Kaylin and I have done. We're not really sure the direction of the story. Seeing as where the last episode ended and how long this episode is, I'm going to guess that this is a cliffhanger episode. That they're going to end it not on a definitive note.
And then it would continue with Ahsoka in
Yeah.
August.
Yep. That's my assumption.
Yep.
What was
That's
that face?
so long from now.
Yeah, I know.
I'm sad.
Well, I think it's coming out in August, so it's
Yeah,
only a few
yeah.
months. Yeah, but
But I mean, it's too long.
yeah. So let's say predictions for this episode. What do you guys think is gonna happen?
You're gonna shake the camera if you put your
Oh,
foot.
yeah, that's right.
I feel like what you've said before, that the armor is gonna betray them or something.
Yeah. So
what?
She's sus. The
Yeah,
Well-
that's what we think.
because
Why was
the
she sus?
Well, the last episode was called The Spies, but there was no spies revealed.
Yeah.
And it kept showing shots of her.
Yeah,
She
I
drove
thought that was
away.
weird. They weren't
She-
showing what happened there. So.
Yeah, and I was thinking she would be like really eager to see the Great Forge again, but she went back with the other.
Yeah.
She took the other people who were injured or whatever back to the ship, and it kept cutting to her randomly, like long cuts on her face.
Yeah.
And obviously you can't see her expression, but it just seemed a little sus because they didn't go anywhere with that. And also Moff Gideon's armor also had the horns, which seems a little like similar to her.
I think
so
she could be like
we're just
undercover.
wondering if maybe she's sold them
Already
out
working
somehow.
with them.
Like, I don't know.
Like
Yeah.
undercover in her own team.
the other thing that people commented on though is that the episode is called The Spies, but it might not be that there are spies, but instead it's referencing in Numbers, the Book of Numbers or something, when the
Oh,
Israelites have spies and they go into the Promised Land.
There's a lot of like
yeah, there's a lot
Jewish
of
and
like
biblical
Jewish Exodus references, and so the spies, it might just be, oh, these are the spies that went into the Promised Land, but whatever happened is going to happen in this episode is going to mean that they're not going to be able to retake Mandalore. Mandalore, and they're going to be like again wandering in the wilderness for 40 years before they can eventually take it again.
Interesting.
So that was another theory as to why it was called the Spies, and there aren't really any spies. Like against the Mandos, it was just referencing the fact that they went to the planet first.
I just think Grogu's gonna save everyone.
Yep.
He's just gonna do all those Jedi
He's gonna have a mech.
flips.
Do you think
Go ahead.
Gideon's gonna get defeated? Probably not.
I am curious.
I
I'm
don't
like,
think so.
there were so many rumors leading up to this episode whether or not someone was going to die, whether it was going to be Mando that was going to die, Din Djarin, Bo Katan, or Moff Gideon. I think all of them have the potential of dying.
I feel like everyone wants.
Yeah.
I feel like everyone wants. Like they're kind of like tired of Moff Gideon. Like he's been in all these episodes.
Well,
Like,
Thrawn is the new bad guy. So
Yeah.
So yeah.
That name drops shocked me so much in the last episode.
Yeah, totally.
There is some behind the scenes stuff that Din Djarin might not be interested in continuing to play.
The actor.
No.
So Pedro, play the Mandalorian. So there is some speculation about that. It's physically not played by him the whole time. Like he has doubles that will go in as the body all the time.
Honestly, you can just do the voice.
So well, no, but that's the thing is he gets paid as a voice actor, not a real actor.
Yeah,
So-
so there's been some drama because he barely has showed up to like shoots and stuff because he's like, I want to be able to act and take off my helmet and stuff. But so there's some like he might not be interested in continuing.
There's also the drama with Kathleen Kennedy, obviously.
Who's
that
that?
is
She's one of the high up people at Lucasfilm in charge, but she often makes decisions that people don't like. So yeah.
and there's like some rumors of like drama behind the scenes between her and Jon Favreau.
that like maybe she was
I-
like micromanaging, but he was like, I'm trying to tell a story here, and then she was like, no, you have to do this, and then there was like friction.
Is she over Jon Favreau?
Yeah.
Okay, so those are some of our thoughts and predictions. And if you're new here, don't forget to like and subscribe. We'd love to have you follow along. We do a lot of reactions and gaming and fun stuff. So yeah, and we also have a Patreon if you want to support us there. We're excited to watch this episode together. Here we go.
Oh wow.
Right into it.
Okay.
Let's just jump right into it.
Stop.
Yes.
Yes, I knew it.
He's just spraying him with Bacta.
That's so cute.
Oh.
Yes. If we don't take out Moff Gideon, this will never end.
True that.
Are you with me?
It's called The Return. Cool shot.
Yeah, that was cool. I love those.
Aw. It's so cute.
That's so cool.
Sick.
Whoa.
That's
So
cool.
epic.
Let's not die.
Oh god.
Oh yeah. Now there's no defense of this ship. Now he's going down.
Yeah.
Bye, buddy.
Going down with the ship.
Deactivate the first shield.
Oh.
Ouch.
Okay.
He's like Batman.
Oh. Oh.
Next shield.
He's like he's like Assassin's Creed.
I know.
Assassin's Creed.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
R5. Next shield.
So
Oh.
cool.
Yes.
Next shield.
Yep. Kill it.
That's a hit.
Shield.
Woo!
Oh yeah.
What an epic guy.
Good job, buddy.
He's so proud of himself.
Oh, he's got my.
Oh, there's an
Oh!
There's an army.
I have so many mouse strikes.
Wow.
Oh wow, one fell off.
he's ready to face Moff
I'm
Gideon
nervous,
yet.
guys. I'm
He's not ready to
nervous.
face him yet.
Oh, the clones.
No.
Ew.
Yeah. Okay. Tell me about these clones. What's going on here?
Yeah, they were saying.
Gee.
Was it,
That's him.
Were
You guys
they saying Project
guys.
Necromancers?
Do you guys think Thrawn's gonna show
Is
up?
that him?
It's him.
Ew, he's so ugly though.
Who
Why
is
would
that?
there be a million of him?
Wait,
No way.
Who?
Oh my gosh.
Look at the test tube.
It's the
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
They're all him.
it's the chamber of his own vanity.
What
He
is
just
It's
has
like
a
the
million of
Prestige.
himself. Oh my gosh.
I'm so confused.
that's not Gideon.
Oh?
Those are his clones.
What the heck?
What?
Don't open your eyes.
I do.
That scared me so much.
No.
Oh my!
We'll be safe down here a while. We've
Oh, wow, it's an oasis.
Pretty.
It looks like Minecraft.
Oh.
Do you live here?
It's beautiful.
I never knew the surface could still sustain plant life.
All they need is room to grow.
Lady Creed, the reinforcements have arrived.
Okay, I guess she isn't a bad guy.
We don't know.
Let's take back our planet.
I love seeing them all flying together. Some of the coolest shots in this show are of like different Mandos flying.
Love that.
What? Oh, she does have a jetpack. For some reason, I think she didn't have one. I was like, oh,
I
you're
was like,
dead.
nah, suicide.
Straight up forwards it.
Yeah.
I'll make
They
it.
all look so good together.
I know. Nice. So cool.
Yeah.
Just
Jump
imagine.
battle.
Yes, War of the Mandos.
Yes.
Having a little mid-air battle.
Whoa.
Whoa.
That was flaws.
Whoa.
He's not here.
There's gonna be like 6 of them that come out from the
I know.
shadows.
Oh my
I'm
god.
scared. There's gonna be another jump scare.
What if this isn't even the real Moff Gideon?
Yeah.
Because now there's clones, right?
That's true.
So it's like
Oh, this is a
whoever
trap.
they
So
defeat might not
scared.
even be the real one.
This is a
How would you
trap.
know?
My clones,
Oh, he said he's
the
gonna create
best
an army.
parts of me, but improved by adding the one thing I never had: the Force.
Whoa.
What?
I was isolating the potential to wield the Force
What?
and incorporating it
He's
into an
gonna die.
unstoppable army.
You think so?
Smothered them before they could draw.
Oh, he killed them.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, he's mad.
Yeah. He is unstoppable.
He is.
What are you gonna do?
He's not powerful enough.
He looks so cool in that armor.
I
He's
know.
like freaking sour.
He's sick, dude.
He's like, pick up the gun.
Whoa.
Oh. No. This.
Fighting.
Oh!
Yes!
No!
He's not gonna die. He cannot die. Yes.
Yes!
Use the force. Use
No!
the force.
No! No!
Yes.
No!
Use the force. Come on, Grogu.
Save him.
Yes. Use the force.
He's gonna go away.
Come on,
Baby.
No.
No, baby.
No.
What?
No.
No. Wait.
What?
No. Baby. No. They can't kill the baby.
He'll be fine. She's the
She's
coolest
so
one.
sick. She is the coolest one. Honestly, it's worth her not being a spy just to see all of that. Oh, the knee rockets! Did you see that? Yeah, that was cool. No! Why? He just got that!
No.
Yes. Yes.
You won. Yes. Yes. You have Master Luke taught you.
Use the force. He's already
You Master Luke taught you. We are training.
Dude, this is...
How is he not
He's
dead?
getting wrecked.
I know.
Dude.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's got like power.
Yeah.
My heart is beating so fast.
Yeah, it's giving him strength. Yeah.
They're gonna go save him. Yes!
Fight him with the Darksaber.
Go save your kid.
Come on.
Bo Katan Creed.
Even if she does kill him, it doesn't matter because it's clones.
I like how his. I like
Yeah,
how
she's
his,
gonna actually.
I like how his voice sounds like the Death Troopers.
Yeah.
Like,
Whoa!
Whoa!
She's gonna finally actually earn the Darksaber right now.
No!
What?
Do not.
Yeah.
Oh
okay,
yes,
there we
yes.
go. I think this is the end of Moff Gideon, guys.
Oh yeah. Come on.
they're fighting together.
Come on.
Woohoo!
Yes.
Oh! Stabbed him in the chin.
Oh yes.
Boy.
That was sick.
Man, they pulled out all the stops for the choreography of this.
Seriously.
The action.
For
Like,
real.
bye, Axe.
Pick up the ship.
Oh.
Bye, buddy.
Is he still alive? Yeah, he's still
Just
alive.
evacuate. Jump out.
He's Gucci.
Oh, this is how Moff Gideon's gonna die.
Whoa, this is like a Darth Vader moment.
I know.
Hand over the Darksaber, and I will give you a warrior staff.
Come on, Bo Katan.
Oh!
No. He's gonna take it. No.
What?
Oh my
I am losing my voice.
What?
The Darksaber is gone.
What?
You lost everything
What?
once they lose their trinkets.
Mandalorians are stronger together.
Yes.
Oh, yes!
Yes, come on.
Yes!
Come on, Din.
Yay!
Yes. Fight.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Gosh.
I can't believe he crushed the
I
Darksaber.
know!
I know.
What the heck? Okay, he's not
Yes.
gonna die.
Finally.
He's so smart.
Yeah, Moff
Join
is
the
dead.
fight.
Moff is dead, guys.
Get out. Get out.
Come on. Come on. Come on.
Get out.
Yes.
Get out.
Oh.
Maybe I was gonna have to save them.
Oh!
Ooh.
Yes.
Get in the fire. In the sparks.
Yes!
Yes.
Yes!
Dude.
Oh my gosh.
Ow!
Yes.
Oh!
Yes.
Wait, how would they survive that?
Baby Yoda. Baby Yoda's gonna
Oh, okay.
force
Yeah,
power.
no, you're right.
A force field.
It's like Kanan.
I know.
It's gonna be like Kanan,
It's
guys.
exactly like Kanan.
It's like
Yes.
Woohoo!
This is.
That's so sick.
It's just like,
What a guy.
yeah.
Oh my word.
My child.
That music.
Sick.
Din and Bo Katan are gonna get married.
It's like the first
He's
season.
part of the Red Sea.
Yes. He's part of the Red Sea.
Yeah, it's like that is.
He's gonna lose. He's gonna fall over though. His power.
He did that in the
Yeah.
first season. Yeah, he's like, time to sit down.
Dang.
That was actually better than I thought it was gonna be.
I know.
And that was impressive.
Oh no.
Oh.
The back
Don't be
oh yeah, there was no mythosaur. though.
Mythosaur?
I swear on my name.
Ragnar
yeah.
the Red.
This kid never
That I
finished.
shall
Yeah.
walk the way of
And his dad died.
That I shall walk the way of the Mandalore.
He's the last Vizsla.
But his parents are far from here. If they're even alive.
He's gonna
Oh, wow.
adopt Grogu.
I am his parent.
And I will adopt him.
Yes, I knew it.
Oh, yay. I mean, he basically did already.
Is the way.
Wow.
This is the way.
Let it be written in song that Din Djarin is accepting this foundling as his son.
Sing it, Kaylin.
Sing the song.
No, sing it. Sing. Din Djarin accepts him.
Oh my gosh.
Mandalorian apprentice.
Din Grogu.
What?
Din Grogu.
The mythosaur. It's gonna come.
I don't know. I think that's still being saved
Yes.
for future stuff.
Yes. Here it comes.
It's gonna open its eye.
Ooh.
Ah.
Oh.
So cool. Oh, they're gonna light the Great Forge.
Hey. Also, they really are returning.
Yeah. This is not the cliffhanger that I thought it was gonna be.
A new Darksaber.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
That's so cool.
to see Zeb again?
I really want to. That was crazy.
There's
That's
Dave
fun, by the
Filoni
way.
with the hat.
Oh, Dave.
Thanks, but I'm here on business. This youngling is my apprentice.
What does that have to do with me?
I'm a bounty hunter by trade. Now that he's with me, I'll be more selective in my assignments on a case-by-case basis.
Contractor.
Freelancer.
Independent contractor.
He's a
You know, this is against
bounty hunter
regulation.
like in Red Dead.
It's
Yeah.
like it-
Yeah, totally.
Which is why you won't tell them. What I want in return is that
Ooh.
Scrap assassin droid head?
I need it for parts.
They're gonna try to rebuild him again.
I love this guys.
Whoa! They did rebuild him.
Greetings, citizens.
What the heck?
I am IG-11. Your new mark. I am
my
here to
gosh.
serve and protect the
What the heck?
citizenry. I am at your disposal and serve at your pleasure.
It's Taika.
That's so fun.
Oh, it's adorable.
Wow.
He has his own little homestead.
Aw.
Like
Oh,
in Red
moisture
Dead.
farm.
This child.
Just sitting in front of his cabin.
This child inside. Oh, right there.
Oh.
Wow, this feels like the end of the story.
Don't.
They're so happy.
Don't.
Yeah.
Don't.
Wow, that's amazing.
Oh my gosh.
No!
Yeah, wow. Okay, so wait, I have a lot to say. I'm actually
He has a lot to
pleasantly
say.
surprised that it wasn't a cliffhanger. I was going to be disappointed, but it's clear to me the way that they ended it that they were just like basically like, okay, we're wrapping the Mando story like in a nice neat bow because we're gonna
Thrawn's
we're gonna
probably gonna
move
be in
on.
Ahsoka.
We're gonna move on from
this
this. Yeah, from this villain.
Are they gonna have
From
more
the
of this
Grogu.
show though?
Yeah, I think they definitely are, but they're going to, it will be more directly connected to what they're doing with Thrawn. And I say that because it's kind of like this is like a trilogy of movies, but they're moving like season 1, season 2, season 3, like Iron Man 1, 2, and 3, for example, right? And now they're moving on to like Thanos. You know what I mean? And that's what they're doing with this.
I
is
think
it's-
that Thrawn
1, 2,
is going to be in
3.
Ahsoka.
Yeah, Thrawn will be in Ahsoka. Yeah, I'm surprised that they wrapped it up the way that they did. Like,
Yeah, it was
the
like so
villain
happy.
died. The villain died of all 3 seasons, and
Satisfying.
It was just so
death.
happy.
yeah, I think it was a pretty satisfying way
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
end it. You know what I mean?
It was
Killed all his
seriously canon.
clones.
Yeah. And I guess that was sorry.
It seemed
go ahead.
like a bit of a throwaway point. In terms
Yeah.
of the storyline, the clones and stuff.
Yeah, so it is a little bit cheap. I think they built up to it so long. Why did he want Grogu, right?
Right.
For all 3 seasons.
But
And then
so there was no connection to Palpatine. It had to be connected to Palpatine too.
Yeah, no, it's not.
What?
Oh
It's
yeah,
not.
that is kind of weird.
What's
Yeah.
connected to Palpatine?
Nothing. No spoilers for the sequels. You haven't seen them.
Oh,
So,
okay.
so yeah.
The sequels are the ones with Rey, right?
Yes, they're the ones with Rey. Yeah. So yeah, there's no connection. There was no connection to the sequel stuff.
No.
With
I
that.
kind of wanted to see the clones like go to battle and stuff.
I know.
I
A little
know.
disappointing.
And then like Grogu had to like destroy them all or whatever.
You know what I was confused about is how Moff Gideon said he was using the Force.
he
No, he
wanted
was saying his clones could use the Force.
he wanted to
Oh.
put the Force into the clones.
Okay.
He wanted to make a version of himself.
That's why
That
he
had-
That would be
created, like, the
very
midichlorians.
dangerous.
You guys might not know this, but in Star Wars, it's just like a rule of the Star Wars universe that clones do not have midichlorians. They don't have Force sensitivity. So that is kind of like, it's one of those lines where it kind of assumes that you know that, you know what I mean? That's what he was trying to do, was create clones that had Force sensitivity. But yeah, I think it is one of those, like you can see, Kaylin and I talked about this in our other reactions, is that you can kind of see the cracks of the behind the scenes, like Hollywood boardroom planning going on in this season in particular, because they were trying to basically figure out a way to make a satisfying ending to this story and then transition to the Thrawn stuff. You know what I mean? Is what I would say is the case. And that's why it would be like, oh, we're dropping.
You think they're being like kind of pushed to move on to something else, or
I don't know if they were being pushed, but I think that they were probably interfered with in such a way that it wasn't coming together in the exact way that they wanted it to. So they were like, okay, we're just going to like move away from the plot that we had established. We're going to wrap it up so that we can start fresh. Because at the end of the last season, Luke took Grogu, right? And they clearly had a vision for what was going to happen with that. All the way back then, we did know that they were bringing Thrawn into the show because they first announced that in season 2. Right. Ahsoka says, "Where is Grand Admiral Thrawn?" You know what I mean? But anyway, so in season 2, we knew that they were like Thrawn is the new Thanos, right? But I think that with the plot interferences on behalf of the like Disney, Lucasfilm, Kathleen Kennedy stuff, they were just like, okay, so all the Moff Gideon stuff, we're going to need to wrap that up. And
people are getting tired of Moff Gideon.
I think that also there's probably threads that they're still going to carry on, such as like the all the Coruscant stuff in episode 3 with that spy lady, and Dr. Pershing and stuff.
I hate her hair.
Yeah, they didn't
follow up on that. So I feel like some stuff might be followed up on, but
like, did he die? Does memory just
it's kind of sad because it makes his character almost useless or pointless in the entire show. Like,
Moff Gideon?
No, Dr. Pershing.
Oh, Dr. Pershing.
Like his whole purpose was for the clone research and stuff.
Yeah,
he was just in that one episode.
Now it's all gone.
They focused
that's what
on
I'm
him
saying
a lot, and I kept saying like each episode I was like, are we gonna go back to him? Are we gonna go back to him? And it seems like it was just kind of like a loose thread.
I'm telling you, I think it will. I think that they will, and it will be the Palpatine stuff.
And Ahsoka? Yeah.
Because no, not Ahsoka. But in the meeting in the last episode, they were talking about, oh, where's Dr. Pershing? They were? And then he was like, oh, you're all invested in cloning for Project Necromancer, which obviously, so I don't know if you know, but that guy, the Project Necromancer guy, he's the dad of Hux from the sequels.
Who's Hux?
So that's the dad of that character who is all invested with Snoke and the sequel stuff. So all I'm saying is that I think that because that guy asked, where's Dr. Pershing? Dr. Pershing is invested in the clone stuff. I definitely think they'll bring Dr. Pershing back. And he will now work on the Project Necromancer stuff leading into the sequels.
What's Project Necromancer?
I would spoil.
The guy who plays Hux's dad is actually the actor's brother in real life.
Mad-Eye Moody?
Their dad is Mad-Eye Moody.
But wait, sorry, you guys were trying to tell me.
Bro, I have no idea what
the
you're talking about.
Admiral Hux that we said his dad showed up in the thing. That is played by his actual brother, his brother in real life, and their dad is Mad-Eye Moody. So they're like a family of actors.
Oh, weird.
Yeah,
that's funny.
And he plays one of the Weasley brothers.
He plays Bill. Fleur's.
Oh yeah, he does.
Yeah,
oh, that's weird.
Yeah. So that's Hux, his brother.
That moment when you attach a face.
Yeah.
Weird.
So that brother, that actor, his brother played Hux's dad in that last episode.
What do you guys think?
Anyway, all I'm trying to say is the fact that they had that conversation about Thrawn and Project Necromancer just goes to show that they are interconnecting everything. It's just that Moff Gideon has now been kind of shuffled out of that plot and that picture.
What do you guys think of the Darksaber getting destroyed?
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Yeah, that was insane. That's like...
That must mean it was very powerful.
The
armor or whatever.
That lightsaber is literally so old.
Yeah.
It's like the only one.
And it's literally destroyed. I mean...
It burnt up in the fire, right? Like
unless it was sitting right next to them and they saved it.
Unless they forge a new one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. That was strange to me. That was a strange writing choice.
That means that armor or whatever he was using was super crazy.
Not that I'm upset about it. It's just a strange.
It just makes it makes a lot of the drama about the Darksaber that's been going on for so long seem kind of pointless.
Yeah,
because it's like
now it's like now you don't.
Now it's really nothing.
Now to lead the. Maybe it was like a signifying like the end of her need to like lead the Mandalorians back to Mandalore.
A transition to a new era of
right.
Mandalore.
Like it was kind of like
Well, and they're all united now too.
It's like it's less.
I guess that makes sense
about the focus of her specifically leading them. And more about them. Like the community as a
whole. Because they did sow those seeds. I feel like earlier in the season where it was like, this sect doesn't care about the Darksaber.
Right.
This version of the Mandalorians, all they care about is the Darksaber. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like, okay, if we're going to like unite
the clans.
I have a theory. Yeah. I have a theory that one of the clones survived.
The Moff Gideon clones?
Yeah, and then that was the clone that he fought and killed, and then the real Moff Gideon like escaped.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I mean, that would be kind of a cheap way to bring him back. And also, they're moving on from him now. So I don't think... He wasn't really that important of a character. He was just...
Yeah.
He's just like a bad guy, not the bad guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he wasn't like the big baddie. He just was
Thrawn's
kind
the
of.
big bad.
It's okay. I haven't liked him since the first moment I saw him.
Really?
He is the coolest
Like as
guy.
an actor or like
Yeah.
as a
As an actor, he just annoys me.
He's a pretty famous actor.
Really?
Oh, okay.
yeah.
What else is he in?
Breaking Bad. He's like a main character.
Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
He's in
Yeah.
Revolution.
Like
yeah,
I know he was a bad guy and all, but
he-
he never like seemed like
Yeah,
like
I
a
kind of
Darth Vader
agree with
type.
that. He never really seemed like
Super intimidating?
convincing in terms of
Yeah.
in terms of a big baddie.
Mm-hmm.
I think he does good
Yes,
as like
that's gonna be
as like a general baddie,
Uh-huh.
but I don't. He definitely doesn't give off like main guy vibes.
He was
Well,
a
I
good
think
villain
somebody-
for, especially at the end. Like I feel like they did him justice.
he was
at the
yeah.
end.
Well, when they give him a suit,
And I
yeah,
think
he
the
was
more-
he was like messing them up. No one could defeat him. They had to defeat him
Yeah.
together.
The
And,
more like
like-
level up villains there are, the more it's gonna make Thrawn seem worse because he's gonna come
Sure.
and he's gonna be like,
yeah, you can't make all of the baddies.
You guys don't.
We didn't see
you
much
guys
of him
don't.
in Rebels, though.
Yeah, you guys didn't watch much of Rebels, so you don't know. But like the
Yeah, we
thing
didn't
about
see much of
Thrawn,
he's so creepy.
the thing about Thrawn is
I'm
there's so
imagining-
many scenes of him talking about like the way that he's able to like just connive and get to his goal is that he's like studying their culture and their art, and he's like figuring out the pieces that make them who
I
they
can't
are.
imagine how creepy, like, you know how Cad Bane was in
Uh-huh.
Boba Fett? He
Yeah.
was so creepy. I'm just imagining how creepy our live action
Yeah,
Thrawn would
with
be.
the red eyes and stuff. And his brain, he was so smart because he would just like piece together the different like intricacies of the motivations of the different people and be like, okay, this is what they're gonna do. And he's like a Sherlock villain, and he's played by the actor from Sherlock. You know what I mean? So it's like
Magnuson.
Magnuson. So it's like he's just a really smart villain, and it's going to be really fun to see how they bring him into live action and how they
Wait,
ultimately
are they
make
gonna-
him.
They are.
It's just going to be really cool to see how they make him I keep saying it, the Thanos of.
Yeah.
And I will say some more backstory onto who Thrawn is. His whole species actually comes from a part of the galaxy that is called the Unknown Regions that is totally untouched by the Empire and the Republic and stuff like that. They have their own empire like on that side of the galaxy, basically. It's like, you know, how you have like America as a world order, right? But you also have China as like a world order. It's kind of like that. Like they're like out there and have their whole like economic order in their empire. And the reason he's part of the empire is because he's almost like not a double agent, but he was like sent in to just see and assess like what is the power level of you know what I mean? Like of this side of the galaxy, basically.
Interesting.
So he is a representative of an entire species of like insanely powerful characters. So anyway, that's kind of like basically for Ahsoka to say in the Ahsoka show, Thrawn is returning as heir to the Empire. They're
I think
basically
it's
saying
time
that
to
like
begin.
they're going to like be possibly doing this thing where now they're going to be like facing a threat that's outside of their even known galaxy. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So anyway, there's a lot that they can do, and that's why everyone's excited about it, and that's why it's necessary to wrap up this plot line with that they've been doing in Mando
It
and
was
kind of
just-
shift gears into like a lot bigger.
So you think
worse
that
things.
movie is gonna be like big conglomerate battle against Thrawn? Kind of
Yeah, yeah.
It was
like
just-
Book of Boba. They said in the announcement like this is going to tie in Ahsoka, Boba
It's
Fett.
gonna be like the Infinity War.
Yeah, it'll be the Infinity War of all the stuff that they're doing with the show.
Are they-
The cabin.
Yes.
Are they planning on making it into like a theatrical release?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. The movie is like going to be in theaters and stuff.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
So
cool.
how is it going to be able to be like standalone and stuff from everything else, or is it not?
It's going to be. What do
I
you
think
mean?
it'll follow the plot, but
Yeah, it'll be the culmination. It'll be like
No, I just mean like a lot of Star Wars movies
Yeah.
in particular are standalone or
I see
in
what you're
trilogies, you know?
Yeah.
So it would be weird if they went into it like from the TV shows into a movie that is specific. I mean, I guess they've kind of done that before, but
Yeah, I mean they did that.
they would probably make it so that you could watch it without having watched the TV shows and still enjoy it.
Other
But
properties
it
have done that.
It builds on the lore if you know what
Sure.
goes on.
Yeah,
in
other
the
properties
shows.
have done that before, but also Marvel's doing that the exact same thing. Like whatever movies are coming out, you like the new Ant-Man wouldn't make that much sense unless you had seen Loki. You know what I mean? Like Loki goes into, because it's the same villain.
Well, I haven't seen it.
No, I know, but I'm just like He Who Remains at the end of Loki.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that has to do with what happens in Ant-Man. So I mean, it's kind of the model that they're kind of like having smaller stories that lead up to a movie.
True.
So anyway, that's what they're doing for this. And that's also why I was going to say, like, it makes sense why Bo Katan didn't die, why Din didn't die, because they're trying to preserve all these characters for those epic moments later on. You know what I mean?
So they can kill them all off.
Do you guys think that Mendel or Din or whatever is going to be in Ahsoka?
Yeah, I don't know. He might.
I feel
like him and Ahsoka don't really connect in a lot of ways, though.
Well,
like in terms of their storylines, they don't really connect.
I feel like they're just like we need a
He might-
break from Mandalorian. We just like need to get into another storyline before we release the next episodes when people miss them.
John Favreau said that we weren't halfway done with this story. So,
but they wrapped it up.
They're not wrapped up halfway done with the whole story, is what he said. But clearly they've wrapped up these 3 seasons.
Right.
I would say that was like the end of these.
Who knows how they're gonna continue, but
I mean, he's gonna start working kind of for the New Republic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
That was cool.
So now he has they've basically brought his whole entire arc to say like, okay, now this is what he's going to be when we find him again.
Any last thoughts?
Would you guys say that this was your like the weakest season, the best season of this show?
I would feel like season 2 is probably the best season.
Wait,
Season 2 was
go up through the episodes. I just need to see.
Where they're not.
I think my order goes 2, 1, 3.
2, 1, 3 for me too.
Yeah, I agree.
I'd say
this season seemed a little lacking in
a
some
little
areas.
weak.
That it was the weaker one. But like I said, it makes perfect. Like when
It
I
was
saw
a good finale.
when I saw them wrap it up, I was like, they did the best. John Favreau did the best he could do. I think with the
pieces
all of the behind the scenes drama and then transitions into, okay, this is what we know we're doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That sort of story. So I think that it was
Can you go
satisfying.
up to season 1?
Season 2 was really cool, actually.
Can you go up to season 1?
I think that was.
I want to see it.
Season 2 was definitely like the strongest season, I think.
Can you go to season 1 real quick?
This one had the Crate Dragon.
Yeah.
Bo Katan is introduced in this episode. Then Ahsoka. Then Boba Fett. And then the one.
Luke at the end, yeah.
And then Luke.
2, 1, 3 for me
That was
too.
pretty epic.
And then you have the Boba Fett show, which was pretty good.
Not to say that like season 3 was bad. It was really good. It was just like some things were missing, I feel like.
I just think they were just wrapping up the show. They were wrapping up that plot line, and then they're like, okay, whatever we did with Boba Fett.
This show seemed to like. It seemed like there were instances in the show where it was in this season specifically where it was kind of weird. They just had him go to random places to get things that he needed.
Yeah.
It was just kind of like go back to the curly-haired lady again so that he can get a new upgrade or something. It was just kind of like weird.
Yeah.
I don't know. It hit me odd at sometimes because like then he would go back and his purpose was to fix the robot.
Yeah.
And then he never ended up fixing the robot.
Yeah.
And then later on he realizes, oh, now we fixed it, but it's not the same. It was just like there was a lot of random stuff that kind of just felt like it didn't really work well. With it,
yeah. I agree. I think they ended it the best way that they could have.
Yeah.
Because of that exact thing. It's like if they had ended it on a cliffhanger, I would have been pretty bummed.
I wish
because I was like going into this not very enthused, to be honest, because I assumed it was going to be a cliffhanger.
Me too.
And I was like, all right, we've been doing all this jumping around this season just to end it like on a cliffhanger. But no, it's like, oh, we had epic battles and they fought and Moff Gideon died and it was satisfying.
Dude,
and so
satisfying ending.
Yeah, the air battle was great. I mean, the choreography this episode was like top notch. Like they did good stuff.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for watching with us. We hope you enjoyed watching our reaction. And if you did enjoy, please subscribe and hit the like. And we'd love for you to join us
for Ahsoka.
We'll
be watching Ahsoka in August. We'll also try to have some other interesting things on this channel leading up to that. So
leave a comment. Tell us your thoughts. What did you think about the season as a whole? About the episode? About the whole show? Tell us your thoughts.
You guys are finally caught up. Totally caught up.
We did it.
Woo! It's crazy.
Wow.
We did it.
Yay, guys.
All right. Thank y'all for watching. See you next time.
Bye.